actually buyer, the realistic buyer, they want to use you, get your product, and then they put it on the market. Once they talk about CIF, and then they gain from you instead of you gaining from them.
Correct.
You know, this is my analysis that I made. So the only way to have a good buyer, you have to be frank with them and tell them the truth. If they like it, they don't like it, they leave.
That's right.
You're not going to fool. Yeah.
That's correct, Patrick. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Most of the joker broker, I don't mind entertaining them because one day they might come back. But this joker buyer and joker broker, they float around, they come to my page, and I don't mind reading, and they have to understand that this business is not for everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
This is not a credit. This is not CIF. This is not on escrow. This is not SBLC. They are going to leverage. They are going to launder. We are not on leveraging business. Here's the gold. Show me the money. Yeah.
That is right. That is right. I learned a lot, and I always want to be part of the live program.
Well, at the moment I'm live on Facebook video part 2. I'm live at the moment because I have so many.
Okay.
I have so many buyer. You can come if you are on your computer. You can come and participate, and you can ask question while I'm live. The time here is 9:56 in the evening. I'm live on video. This is video part 2. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. At the moment, I'm getting ready to go out because we have short time. I'm supposed to meet some of my buyers. I've been here, they got locked out. So I'm supposed to meet with them. And so I'm going to the hotel to see them. They got locked out and everything just on the standstill. They came before the situation occurred while we were in the process.
So where he coming from, that buyer?
The guys come from America.
So he was been trapped, right? He was been locked down in Africa, is it?
Yeah, he was being locked down in Africa, but actually what happened is America sent flags for them, but he decided to wait because America is also facing a big blow, and Liberia, our cases are very low, so he decided to wait until after the process.
Oh, I see. How many kilos the American buyer secure? Where are you right now, Patrick?
I'm in Liberia as I speak.
Oh, you're in Liberia. Okay. Okay. And I wish you good luck. And at least you visited my gold trade page and you learn out of that. And I don't mind you learn a lot from me.
I learn a lot. I would appreciate you all of the time. I learn a lot.
So what did you learn on my video part 1 a few hours ago? What did you learn out of my conversation with Cider?
Yes, that's what you were telling. That what you were telling them. This guy that were on the line with you was explaining. But from what I understand, I don't know whether he's a real buyer or he's the end buyer. Or
no, he's a joker. He's a joker. He learned from me.
He's very a joker. Yeah, he's very a joker. So later I was like, oh, you don't have to waste your time on this guy.
No, he was been scammed in Uganda before. He was been scammed twice. Yeah. He was been scammed twice before. Yeah. Yeah. He went to Uganda. He was been promised to buy gold, the 10 kilos, and he only give that $10,000. The tax is not $10,000. So he was been cheated. He was been dealing with the Indian partner. So you have been disconnected, Patrick. Most buyer, Patrick, are Indian. They're all scrupulous. Yeah. Patrick.
Message from Will Almeida, Diamond Man.
Who's that, Patrick? Who's that?
Who's that? I'm on the line. It's Patrick.
Oh yeah, but I can hear the lady talking to you.
No, that's the phone. That's the phone setup. I got no information from Leone on WhatsApp that why the phone was trying to tell me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh well, that guy from Dubai, he's a friend of mine. He learned from me. He's just playing games, so I know how to play games with him. So he's just a broker, so don't worry about him. He's a friend of mine, so I just laugh at him. Yeah, he's American. He's stuck in Dubai. I met him in person last month, so don't worry about him. Mm. I was hilarious in sarcastic way. Yeah. Okay. Most of the buyers in Dubai, Patrick, are all Indians. They're scrupulous. Yeah. Yeah, from Middle East, from Jordan, from Australia, from Singapore, because I Dubai is a transit. It's a hub because of the taxes are very cheap. Yeah. So I wish you good luck, Patrick, and if you missed the video, so just you can go to the Gold Trade Worldwide page. You can listen again and again and again. Okay, the price of gold today, just a moment, I'm going to recheck on the world market. Just bear with me. Okay, because the price changes every minute. Okay, now the price of gold today is 1720.66. Okay, times 32.15. Just bear with me. 1720.74 less than at the moment is 55,321 per kilo. 55,321.
Oh wow.
And
Skyrocketing.
yeah, skyrocket. There's a prediction middle of 2020 the price of gold will be 2,000 per ounce, which is 63,300 in dollar term. Yeah, those buyers or traders, small trader that they're asking for, bring the gold to Dubai, he wouldn't able to get. He wouldn't, because we don't give in. We don't give our gold without any payment.
I see why the guys are stuck on here and they don't want to go.
Well, he has a limited cash. He think he's just fishing around online. I can sense that the
No, they
most,
are not.
yeah.
They are still buyers. They buy 22.
Which one? Which buyer?
The guys are here now.
Oh, that's good. If the buyer buys, he is there. That's good. 22. How much is your selling price?
But it doesn't. Not going. Our last negotiated price for 38. 38.5.
Okay. How about the value added tax and the shipping cost? How about that?
Or they want to be in shipping, but it's not responsible.
Well, you have to educate him properly because your mineral your Department of Mines would not give you any paperwork unless you show the receipt that the buyer pay. So you have to be transparent.
Yeah.
You need to be transparent because go ahead.
They,
Yeah,
this my ministry, yeah, calculate all the world markets for the default.
that's right. You need to be transparent. You need to educate the buyer.
The person that would invest man with the world market price.
Yeah, see? So the Ministry of Mines will charge you the tax on the world market. Now, how much is the tax in your end? How much?
3%.
How much?
Now is what we have in the 3%.
Okay.
3% of the total
55. Just a moment. I'm gonna have a look. Just a moment. I'm gonna educate you because I'm live at the moment with you. Just bear with me.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Now the price is at 55,391.72. Less. Are you sure 3%? That is impossible. Okay. So there is a.
Why we got to discuss now? Because listen, that is why we were because of the by the time it was not the price. But now the price is skyrocketing and they have paid, let's say 40% of the total already,
Wow.
especially the balance after the account. So now it's a big try to revisit the contract because we will be losing more.
You're gonna lose it. And also, you have to, how many kilos he's going to buy? I'm just educating you, huh? I'm just helping you. How much is how many kilos he's going to buy?
Like 22 kilos.
22 kilos. Okay. Now, you need to ask your shipping how much the shipping cost because there is a charge. Okay, and insurance, there's a charge.
Yeah, they are responsible for both insurance and shipping.
Well, at the end of the day, it's not 38. It would be more than that.
Yeah.
So I can figure out that the buyer would pay at the end of the day 49. Yeah, 49. Yeah. To us, on our part, we don't give the buyer gross. I educate the buyer. This is the price of gold. We give the buyer a discount, which is LNBA. And I inform the buyer the shipping cost and insurance, and there is a cost to Assay, which is $100. So you, as a small trader or small seller agent, you need to ask how much the refinery in your country to charge per kilo. So you add that one on the price. I'm right. I'm telling you. So on us, there is no surprises. There will be no surprises. We don't give the buyer gross. We don't. I educate the buyer, okay? If you want the cheap, we'll remove that. You pay everything. On ours is the price is already there, expenses are already there, right? The buyer only pay the Assay cost, $100. Sometimes we waive the shipping cost. There is always a charge. There is no free, Patrick. So do not deceive the buyer. You have to educate the buyer. You have to get your calculator, sit down with the American buyer in the hotel. I don't want you to deceive the buyer. Explain to him, okay, this is the price of the gold today. The valued added tax, this is thing. The shipping cost, the insurance, the Assay cost. You add that one. It would not be 38. Wouldn't.
This is why the company Minerals Link African Incorporated, we are doing the contract to try to revisit the contract because of the gold is skyrocketing. And
That's right.
we have not even paid the royalty, the government royalty.
See?
We have not paid.
See?
Go pay the government royalty. Everything is going to go very high.
Yes. Yes.
I asked them that we should revisit the contract, and this is what I'm going there now, so we can start the discussion.
Okay. So those buyers have no idea.
It is 100% correct. We have done it before, and we lose a lot. And in fact, to some extent, we couldn't just want to tell them, well, you have to carry the gold because we were losing a lot, and the contract by the time we have signed it, and it was bad. So we don't want this to be repeated this time around.
That is the reason why there is a buyer that I rejected because he is asking cheap price. I said no, good luck, because the seller has to remit the royalty exactly the same as you have your government in your end. They will ask the royalty, but the buyer are greedy. The buyers are greedy. They wanted cheap price. So us, we give blunt. We explain it to the buyer live. I'm explaining live right now. Those buyer watching me, he has to learn. Gold is not for banana. Gold is not cheap. There is a royalty. There is a shipping cost. There is a insurance. There is a cost of $100 per kilo. You add that one. It's not $38,000. Believe me, at the end of the day, the calculation would be 48, 49. I can guarantee you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. So, start to learn and don't offer gross because you are confusing the buyer. Yeah. Never sit down with the buyer in the hotel. Okay, Mr. Buyer, This is how it works. The price of gold today is 55,300. The Ministry of Mines will value the tax. I know the tax in Australia, in Africa, 7%. Right. Okay, I'll give you the scenario. On 55,300 times 7% tax. In every bar is 3,700 tax in every bar. Okay? Assuming you give him gross plus 38,000. Yeah? That is 38,000 plus 371. That is already there. Hi?
The contract was signed a long time before the COVID-19.
Doesn't matter.
Before the lockdown.
Doesn't matter. Your Ministry of Mine will not allow you. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
That's the big picture.
Yeah.
That's the big picture.
Because the Ministry of Mines will be the losing, because you as the seller, you will remit the valued added tax and royalty. So the receipt the payment has to be with the seller's account to reflect the cash inflow. But you have no idea what is the cash inflow means. I'm telling you, I'm helping you here. I'm educating you. I'm not supposed to tell you that. You have to show the receipt to the Ministry of Mines. The Ministry of Mines will not sign any document before you're gonna take the gold out of the country. Then at the end of the day, that American will be trapped. I'm telling you. So those buyers want to cut corner. They don't want to know the real thing.
That is why we try to revisit the contract, because at the moment our lens demand is locked down as well. We just have to start working. We are not actually working after the lifting of the lockdown.
Well, the lockdown here in Australia, our lockdown is 6 months. I don't know. I was asking my head office. I think the lockdown will be 2 months. That is the reason why we give the buyer this very good incentive. Used to be, I think if you watch my video, we give the buyer 8% because I'm going to travel with the buyer. Our selling price is less 5%, to be honest with you. But because I'm going to travel with the buyer to assist, I'll give the buyer 3% extra, in total of 8%. But because of the coronavirus, yeah, go ahead. Our selling price is 5%.
Selling price.
Yeah.
Okay.
But because I'm going to assist the buyer on the ground to cover my travel cost, I will throw back the 3%. So in total of 8%. Yeah. But because the coronavirus, I already asked my head office, we will give the buyer 10%. So at the end of the day, the buyer is the winner. Both buyers and sellers is a winner. Yeah. So those buyers that greedy, he wouldn't get the gold, because there would be a prediction that the price would turn to 64,300.
I can't understand. Gold prices up to that level.
Okay.
Imagine some of them come down and tell you, say, I can afford 22,000 per kilo, or I can afford 20,000 per kilo. What kind of buyer is that? And they know what money gold, why is it built to buy gold? It's not a joke. The capital intensive is high labor and less practical.
Well, the reason why you don't understand, the world is on panic right now. We are now inflation versus deflation. Now, John Butakis from Melbourne, he's following the current event of gold. The dollar has no value. The death of paper money. That is the reason why they're buying gold. Those a real buyer, can only afford to buy gold because he knows the value of gold. Gold is a currency, isn't it, John? John is here on live with me watching. Gold is a currency. Those buyer asking cheap price, he's just a joker. Because he's buying money to make money. How could he make money if he doesn't have the money? Think about it.
Doesn't have.
Correct.
Okay. For example, now
Mm-hmm.
we spend a lot of money to get the gold because we have to spill the records, we have to pay the record, we have to send them to hospital, we have to take care of their family, we have that money we're spending. Now you come with empty hand and say take the gold to Dubai, take it to Korea, or take it to Turkey before I pay you.
They are
That sense
thieves.
doesn't make.
They are thieves. We are thieves. They come to Africa. You must remember, Africa is the main source of gold. 98% coming from Africa. You must remember. So the network of Patrick is very bad. Patrick, you must remember, one Australian mining company is in Africa. Huh? One richest mining company is in Mali, in Conakry, in Ghana, in Sierra Leone. Russian company is in Africa. Why Chinese are everywhere? Think about it. Think about it. Why Chinese? They are grabbing your asset.
The Chinese that they're mining here, the guys from Korea, they got company here, and we have an American company as well. Then the worst thing about our economy, not the economy, but our industry, the mineral industry, you see the people from Ghana, a lot of Ghanaians come here and do mining, and they take the gold to Ghana.
Correct.
This is the problem we face.
Because the short supply. Short supply.
They're how? They say Ghana has gold. They're how? All the Ghanaians come in Liberia to come and mine gold. They on the river. They build their own equipment. And the mine is on the river.
Okay, I'll tell you. I was in Ghana. The government of Ghana stopped the licensee all the local miner because the local miner didn't declare their production. Now in Ghana there are 14 refineries. The government are giving this refinery a tax incentive, so the refinery will create employment. Now I'm gonna mention to you how many refineries in Ghana. Okay, ER Logistic, Bar Purity, Italtec, PMMC, EE Mineral, Gold Coast, Sahara, WRL, MPix, Asap Basap, Asangkas, and so forth. Why they're there? Why? Because government of Ghana are giving them tax incentive. What they do, they buy gold from border to border, just like a Gold Coast refinery. You watch the video of Gold Coast refinery. Where the gold coming from? Conakry. Where the gold coming from? Sierra Leone. Where the gold coming from? Liberia. Where the gold coming from? Mali. Yes. So
Come from Africa, Liberia, or Sierra Leone, or Mali, Guinea.
yes.
So we just see all the people come into this country.
Well, because you are rich on natural resources. Your country is not saturated. Ghana is already saturated. They spoiled. The Chinese is the one who spoiled Ghana. They are all thieves. They're illegal. They are bribed the chief to mine. That is why. I was in Ghana at 2013. I went to the village. I can see it. Yeah. That is why in Conakry and Sierra Leone and in Mali, I told him, wake up. Control your asset. Oh, yeah. In Conakry, there was some, yeah. Wake up, guys. In Conakry, there was investors, and they come to the head office. And I said to my seller, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't show to the investors that you're hungry. You control your asset. Yeah. So those investors, we welcome investor, but fair is fair. Yeah. Let us do on the table, fair is fair. We welcome the investor to inject machinery. We will pay them in gold. Yeah. We will pay them in gold. We encourage the investor, okay, invest on washing machine, machineries, But we don't let the investor to control the company. We don't. You invest, we will pay you in gold. Yeah. Hmm. Because my seller is already in operation. Yeah.
So to come pretty soon after the lockdown, I will have to invite to Liberia. I have a buyer, and once the buyer is serious, and he's welcome, I'm going to invite to Liberia so that you see how we work here and to set that business as well.
I don't trouble with the. I don't trouble with my my cost. The seller and the buyer has to pay my cost.
Yeah, yes, that of course I know. I know that, and we're going to take care of that.
I've given free information already worth $1 million. Yeah.
Yes, that I know. That I know.
So what do you learn out of my? What do you learn out of the video? The video part one. What did you learn?
I just told you what I learned is that we should not be that hungry for the buyers. We should not sell ourselves cheap to the buyers because normally when they come, they think I know they're doing good for us, and they're
Yeah.
not doing any good. They only want to take the gold away for cheap price, or they want to manipulate you, so you take it over to them, and then they do business on your behalf, in the name of on your behalf, but they're doing illegal business on your behalf.
They are poor. They are poor. They come to Africa. There are deficiency of cash flow. I'll tell you why Chinese are there. They are not rich in their country. They are not. They come to Ghana because they think that when they take the gold out of Ghana, they will bring it to China and then resell it times 7. The price times 7. Mhm. That is the reason why there's so many Chinese in Africa are everywhere. I told my seller, wake up, guys. These Chinese are very shrewd. They will look at you, they smile at you, they will bribe you when it comes to paper money. Their paper money has no value. They want gold and diamond, then they refine it, and then they're gonna use the gold to borrow money to the International Monetary Fund. Mm-hmm. So Chinese are very clever. You guys in Africa have no idea. You have been manipulated. Mm-hmm.
Like everything, I think many people like they don't mind diamonds and gold. They buy it and they want cheap price. They one of the cheaper people to buy. They are very, very cheap.
Yeah.
Chinese, they don't want to
So you're foolish to give your asset. You're really foolish. Mm-hmm. To us, we don't.
actually for
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you because like for minerals like Africa, we do a group of cooperative miners all around Nigeria. We have a team as far as Sierra Leone, Dakota as well. But there are a lot other buyers on the east
There's so
side
many
of
buyers,
Nigeria.
but buyers has to be. There's so many buyers. The real buyer. There's so many fake buyers. In Sierra Leone, we have gold. I've been to Sierra Leone and I went to the office of my seller. They have plenty of gold, but they wouldn't sell cheap price. They wouldn't. Hmm.
Yeah. The local schools are those that do it, because they are not organized and they want fast money. So sometimes they come to town, brother with Chinese people, and just, or you see them go to the man sites and they start to do that.
You know what?
We
This
work
those buyer, Patrick, they want fast money. They wouldn't get the gold out of the country. The Ministry of Mines will not give the paperwork. The Ministry of Mines will not give the certificate that the buyer did pay. The receipt has to be reflect into cash inflow. Yeah. So you wouldn't. And if you give the cheap price, then congratulations, you're gonna dupe the buyer. And the buyer was as well, his eyes is bigger than the profit. Both of you, good luck. Hmm. Good luck. Because he gonna be duped. Mhm. There's a lot of buyer who come to me, they were being duped. I told them because your eyes is bigger than a dollar.
yeah, all around Africa, most of them complain, but they forget to know that, for example, you be something selling something for $50,000 and you're telling the person I want to pay 10, 15, or $13,000. Then what then do you expect?
I don't
You cannot
entertain
even
that kind of bullshit, Patrick. Most Indians are scrupulous as well. Indian, they wanted cheap price, and I told them good luck. Good luck, guys. 3 questions I asked the Indian buyer. I don't believe. They are also bullshit. There was an Indian buyer. He met me in Dubai. When he arrived in Sierra Leone, he doesn't have the money. He wanted to pay taxes. Now what happened? The Ministry of Mines would not sign the paperwork because the seller cannot show the receipt to reflect the cash inflow. Most of the Indians are like that. Now those Indian watching me live video, this is for you. Don't be scrupulous buyer. You need to have a capital. Don't be involved in gold business if you don't have a capital. Even buying diamond. Yeah. So we have the diamond and we have the gold. If the buyer cannot afford, good luck. Because I'm not interested. Alright? So you meet your American and explain to your American buyer, I'm just helping you, I'm just educating you so that you will not, you don't deceive the buyer. Okay? Alright, thank you, Patrick. I should not advise you, but I feel sorry for you.
I know.
All right. If those joker buyer doesn't like my guts, that's not my problem. That's their problem. Yeah. Because I try. Yeah. Sorry.
So they won't like you because you are afraid.
Yeah, they're afraid of me.
They will never like you. They want to cheat.
Yeah.
They want to cheat the African.
Yeah.
They want to cheat the African.
They're cheater. They're thieves. They're criminals. Yeah.
Getting Africans how to market their product, they will not like you. Only the good ones will be single.
That's the reason why the seller hired Wilhelmina. Yeah. My seller loves me.
We are also protecting them, but they don't know.
I'm protecting buyer and seller. I'm educating the buyer. I'm also educating the seller.
Exactly. I'm saying you are protecting the buyers, but they don't know. They feel that you're educating the Africans.
Well, the buyers are criminals. They're asking CIF. They're thieves. They don't have money. Do you want to become rich without putting money to make money? All right. Okay, Patrick, I have to cut you off because I have to greet these people on live. They're watching our conversation. Ahir Kavad, thank you for watching. Jay Jocelyn, thank you for watching. John from Melbourne. Narendra has been floating around looking for cheap price. And Jay been floating around looking for cheap price. There is no cheap price on precious item. You have to pay for it. All right. Thank you, Patrick, and I will catch up. The time here is 10:28 in the evening, April 14. Bye. Okay, sorry guys. John, how are you today? Okay, I know you've been watching me on my live and also Ahir. I don't know where's Ahir coming from. Just very, I'm gonna look at him. Okay, where is this coming from? John from Melbourne. Amit, Ashley, my avid fan from Middle East. M. Morsid is from Bangladesh. Aliyah Sheikh from India. Thank you for watching. And I hope this conversation that you listen to my live video, this is for your own benefit. I am here to help you guys. We have the supply. I know the world is on panic. Paper money has no value because we are inflation versus deflation. We are on the coronavirus. The world is on panic. The world is really down. The world is almost bankrupt. That is the reason why the real buyer, they are buying gold because gold is a currency. The paper money has no value. So guys, this video, you have been educated. You take time to listen to this video, and I want you to subscribe on YouTube and also on Facebook. Go on Gold Trade Worldwide page. I want you to read. I want you to listen to the video. This is for your own benefit. I am giving you free information worth $1 million. But when I travel with you, my extra service is not for free. I'm telling you. So don't waste the time. You listen very carefully and think about it whether you have the capital or not. Think about it. We don't come to India. Think about it. We don't bring the gold to India. We don't bring diamond to India. We don't bring diamond or gold to Dubai. At the moment, we are locked down. That is the reason why people are on panic. Yes, because there is no international flight. So if there is no supply, your business would not function. There's a saying, supply and demand determine the price. So I am educating you. The price today, John, the price today of gold, just a moment, I'm gonna go back again because the price of gold, it fluctuates. Just bear with me. Okay. Okay, now the price of gold today, few minutes ago, the price is 55,300. Today, now the time here is 10:31 p.m. April 14, 55,585.75. We are now almost 56. We are almost 56. And if you don't have the money, then how are you able to function? I know you're screaming because you have a customer. You are a trader, buy and sell, right? So if you don't have the cash, then how are you able to get this precious item? Now, we don't bring to Dubai, huh? We don't bring to Australia. We don't bring to Singapore. We don't bring to Hong Kong. You come to the office, you place your order. John from Philippines, thank you very much for watching. Now, I think most of the buyers are not really a buyer, but it's okay. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to ask you, did you go to school? I know you went to school. You listen to your professor explaining about the subject matter. I am explaining the subject matter of gold and rough diamond. So if you're really watching properly, you're a winner. So don't be scared with this woman, because this woman is valuable to your business. This woman will stop your stupidness. This woman will stop your crookedness. This woman will stop your greediness. We have the supply. I work for the seller. I'm the one who position African to the global domain. Global domain means I am positioning the production of the seller from Africa. There's a saying called possession, possession, possession. Now, I'm going to give you my background again. I think if you've been watching from my previous video, here in Australia, everything is online. You buy property is online. There's a website called realestate.com.au. Many years ago, my pictures on realestate.com.au is everywhere because I was a negotiator. I take a listing, and then here in Australia, every time we sell, we uploaded it to the search engine called realestate.com.au. Now, someone from Africa saw my profile. Yes, I'm very strict, I'm very tough. This is for you. You have been scammed before. I was being screwed before, but I learned from my bad experience. So that is the reason why after I returned from my trip in Africa, I decided to put everything online. I put my face is my passport for you. I put my face for you to trust who we are. I work for the company. I am the extension digital portable office. I can meet you anywhere in Brisbane. I can meet you in Coffee Club. I can meet you in the city, but at the moment we are locked down. So while we are locked down, the prices skyrocket. Right. On my previous video part 1, remember, if you're paying attention today, our selling price is 5%. But because I'm going to travel with you to assist you, I do charge my extra service. I've given you free service already in front of you. I am charging you my extra service to cover my flight from Australia to Africa, my hotel accommodation, my spending money, etc. I will tell you how much I'm going to charge you to cover my expenses. I will give you 3% extra in total of 8%. So you're a winner. Now, but because of coronavirus, again, I'm going to ask my seller, let's give this buyer a very good deal, extra 2% in total of 10%. There is no surprises here. You pay the gold or you pay the diamond. There is plus, plus, plus. When you ask the gold, $100 per kilo. You have to pay that to the refinery, so you be prepared. Whatever the quantity you need, be prepared, $100 per kilo. You inspect the gold in the office before the gold to be assay. We will invite you to inspect your order. Then, when you see the order, you pay for it. Now, beforehand, I'm going to recap. You read the full corporate offer on Gold Trade World Wide Web. I'll give you the link. Take time to read. Don't rush. Don't ask questions. You went to school, you read. Because I went to school, I listened to my professor. So you read, digest it properly, whether you are able to secure or not. Then after you read, then you send a formal letter of intent to buy from your company. The carats, the purity, the destination, the mode of payment, F.O.B, cash bank to bank. You got my point now? It's really very simple. If you went to school, it's really very simple to digest. Now, when you send a letter of intent, attention to Wilhelmina, I would know which seller I'm going to put you. Because I handle Sierra Leone, Mali, and Conakry. So I'll be the one to know how many quantity available, because the world is on panic right now. So we cannot coop up the order, so we have to mine it 24 hours. So the seller will mine, and whatever the production, we will allocate to every buyer that who make a reservation. You got my point now? So now, you send a letter of intent, we will respond to you in accordance to our policy, because you already specify your needs, which destination, and you need to put who is your receiver, who is the consignee on your letter of intent, because I'm very, very fussy. I'm very strict. I might reject your letter of intent. I might put that on the wheelie bin, right? So when I receive the letter of intent, I will call you, because I'm going to ask you, did you read our procedure online? Did you listen to the video explanation? If you don't, then I will not respond to you. I will ignore you. Now, I would like to apologize. There's so many buyer people wanting to access my gold trade worldwide. I have rejected them a lot, because there is a question, how long you've been searching for gold, and if you don't answer, I will not allow you to enter, because I don't want you to spoil the gold trade worldwide, because that is my online store. So I apologize if I rejected you guys, because you are not qualified. You didn't answer the question, how long you've been searching for gold. Are you a buyer or what? You need to tell, yes, I am a buyer. Yes, I am just a broker. So you need to be honest with yourself, okay? Now, then we will send you a contract. So don't misunderstood and don't mislead yourself, because I already explained to you properly. There is no surprises here. Gold is money you're buying. Now, there is a Filipino watching me. He's a miner, and he has mine in Surigao del Sur. I'm not going to mention his name, and it's a short supply because lockdown in the Philippines. And he has a buyer, a royal family in Dubai, and I told him Dubai is locked down at the moment, and he need 500 kilos. I said, yeah, we have a 500 kilos in Africa. but you have to reserve because we have to allocate every buyer. So he speak the same dialect because I was born in the Philippines. I'm Australian, but I was born in the Philippines. I speak Bisaya, Tagalog, whatever. So that gentleman, he speak my dialect. So he understood. He said, I also supply gold in the Philippine Central Bank. I was laughing. Central Bank needs gold. Why are you inflation there? The paper money has no value. That's why the commodity is too high. At the moment, Philippines is locked down. People are really starving, and they need rice, they need food. But it's okay. We will recover. We will recover. Filipinos are resilient. So just be patient and pray to God that the coronavirus will be vanished. We will be punished by God because we offended the Almighty. Lord is not happy with us because we are all greedy and we are all sinners. But anyway, that's life, isn't it? Going back to this coronavirus and these commodities, my apology. We cannot control the coronavirus. Okay, so the world is locked down and the price of gold is skyrocket. The real buyer, they're buying gold right now because the gold is an insurance. Gold is an asset. You get the paper, you get the lighter, you burn your paper money just like that, but you burn the gold. Gold will not disappear. It will melt, but it's still gold. So I hope everybody get the logic here. So don't be offended with Wilhelmina because I am helping you guys, but I have to educate you because there's so many scrupulous buyer using this gold laundering. This is not laundering business. This is real. I just finished talking to Patrick. He's from Liberia. He learned from this video, but I don't mind teaching you guys. I don't mind sharing my information. There's a saying, there is no secret of success, but there is a system. I have the system, but I'm not going to give you my system. But you watch the video, you will learn. There was as a buyer said, Madam, the seller, the broker, Madam, teach me. No, I don't teach you. Just read. I went to school. I summarize. I digest it. I learn it. You will not get this in school. You will learn it on hands-on operation. I am sharing you my experience. So learn out of this video. But please, don't be offended if I reject you because you didn't qualify. Now, I hope this buyer is watching me, and this is video part 2. The time here is at 10:43 in the evening. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday, April 14. The price, and hang on, I'm gonna go back to the price of gold market. Now, the price of gold today, again, 55,623.36. A few minutes ago, 55,500. Now, 55,673. Last year, 2019, I warn you guys, bank now because there is a prediction that the gold price will goes up. I was right because I was reading a current event. I've been following the site called kitco.com. It's really very useful. I followed the information, then I share it into my gold trade worldwide. So if you come, you are really a buyer. I would like to greet my ex-colleague, Trish Law. She live in South Side, I live in North Side. And hi Trish, good evening. Thank you for watching. We work together in Aspire apartment in Ipswich. We're selling the whole apartment. She was my partner and she knows the business. I don't know if she's still on real estate. I left real estate. I focus on gold and diamond because this is very lucrative business. Real estate is bubble, but this gold, it would not bubble. It will keep on increasing the value. All right. So John, thank you for watching. And M. Marsid, this guy from Bangladesh. And Narendra, He's been floating around asking for cheap price. John, he understand. He's on Bitcoin. And which one? I'm going to everyone before I'm going to exit. Hi, Alea. Thank you for watching. Amid and John. And I have to exit, guys. I just came live because Patrick was asking me a question. Okay, so while I open my live video, so Patrick came in, so I answer his question. Just bear with me. I have someone here. Chris. Wow, this is crazy. This is time of the COVID-19. Yes, Chris was surprised of the price of the gold. So Chris from Africa, he's been following me. So this is what the price of gold in 2 months time. Maybe the price of gold will be 64 because at the moment the price of gold is 55,568, so almost 56 per ounce, 1727.38. If you don't know how to go to compute what is per ounce, okay, now if you are watching me and use your calculator, the price of gold today is 1727.38. You multiply that on 32.15 equals 55,535. So the price of gold, it changes every minute. It depends on the stock exchange. So someone is sending me a message. All right. Okay. So she's watching me. She sent me a message on Messenger. Okay. Now, I hope you guys, you understand my explanation. If you really pay attention, I can guarantee you're aware now. So, Trish, thank you for watching. I have to leave you now, guys. John, Marcid, Nirendra, and John Botakis from Melbourne. And Jay, thank you for watching. And Ahir, thank you for watching. Thank you very much, guys, and have a pleasant good evening. I shall meet you again. I shall receive your letter of intent to buy, subject for coronavirus lifting. Okay, then good night.